What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy S.O.G. Before we begin the video, do me a favor, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And if you already have, man, I appreciate you guys for tuning back in for another fresh video. Hit that like button if you like this video. Hit a like button if you don't like this video, but drop a comment and let me know why. Let's go ahead and get right into this, guys. We have the Glock 26 Gen 5 MOS on my right, and we got the CANIK METE MC9 on the left. We're going to go ahead and compare these two beasts because, man, these two are just fantastic weapons. They're similar in size, similar in a lot of different aspects, and we're just going to compare the two specifically because I ended up just going from the MC9 to the Glock 26. If you guys have been following my channel, you know the story, you know why, but we're going to get past that and just go right into comparing these two guns. All right, so when comparing the thickness on both of these, obviously, as you guys can see, the CANIK is slightly thinner than the Glock, and for that reason is why I think I prefer to conceal the MC9 over the Glock 26. I know a lot of people that like to conceal the 26, but for some reason it just doesn't fit me. I don't know if it's my body style or what, but I can't conceal the Glock 26. Going into the sights, you guys can see the Glock obviously has aftermarket sights here. They are Ameriglow cap sights. I got them from Amazon for like $60 or $70, something like that. Well worth the money. And the CANIK has just the factory OEM sights. They are not night sights, but man, they are good sights. If we compare them against Glock's factory sights, Glock loses that battle. I think against any weapon, Glock will lose that battle. So I think for the concealability and the sights, CANIK does win that. Let's take a look at these two side by side here. If we look at the grip texturing in the CANIK, in my opinion, CANIK takes the cake. That's why I have Talon grips on the Glock 26, because it ain't trash, but it could be better. You know, that's kind of sums up Glock in every aspect. I think aesthetically, reliability obviously is above and beyond, but everything else is good, but it could be better. The Glock does not come with the light rail. The CANIK does. The controls on the Glock, as you can see, they're a lot smaller than those on the CANIK. The magazine release for Glock and the magazine release here on the CANIK, I do prefer the one on the CANIK, only because the one on the Glock, if I push it kind of out here, it's good, but if I push it on this end, sometimes it doesn't release the magazine as good as I want it to, or sometimes it doesn't do it at all. So, you know, that's just my 2 cents on that. As far as the triggers go, man, nothing beats the CANIK. I'm gonna show you guys the trigger here in just a second on both of these, so you guys can see the take up, the pull, the break, the reset, all that good stuff. So we'll go ahead and show you guys that right now. All right, so we got the MC9 up first, and we're gonna make sure we're clear. Yep, we are clear. Here's the take up. Now, when you push on the MC9, you get a kind of a fake wall here, and then you kind of gets you to the real wall just right after. It's kind of weird at first, and I didn't like it when I first bought it, because you got fake wall, real wall. But if you just kind of pull it all at once, you don't really notice it. So it's not bad when you're shooting it. It just feels weird when you're dry firing like this. So let's get to the wall. You know, we got all that play right there. We get to the wall right here. That's the break. And the reset, extremely short on this. Man, that's butter right there. That's a nice trigger. All right, now we're gonna switch over to the Glock. Make sure this is clear. We're good. We're gonna look at this. This is kind of mushy already. You can feel the difference. It's not as like smooth as the CANIK. So you go here. Kind of can't really feel the wall that good, but pretty sure that's it there. Mush, mush, break, hard break. And reset right there. Break, reset. So no comparison when it comes to triggers. And to be fair, I don't think any gun comes close to the MC9, at least in the micros. In the micro area, I think the CANIK just takes the cake on that one every time. All right, so now in terms of the magazine compatibility, CANIK does a great job of offering you so many different types of magazines. and obviously so does Glock, right? You got so many different options in terms of how many rounds you want to carry. For the CANIK, I just have a few. I have the one it came with, which is the factory 12 round with the flat base pad there. They do offer the pinky extension, which is nice when you buy it. You don't have to go out of your way and pay for a you know, like an aftermarket one or even one from CANIK directly. They already send you one with that price of the gun included. And then they give you a 15 round one, which is nice because it has matching grip texture with the gun. That's really nice. And then this is 18 round magazine from my CANIK rival, which also fits it. So any CANIK magazine will fit that micro, which is super nice and very convenient to have multiple CANIKs. And over here you got the Glock, obviously one of the most popular, if not the most popular manufacturer pistol maker in the world. And so you're gonna have a lot of magazine compatibility and options. It comes with 3 10-round magazines. I mean, it's always nice to have a lot of mags, but I wish they did a 10, a 12, maybe even a 15. So you got the flat base pad with the 10. I bought this one because this was a little bit too short for me. My pinky would hang over by quite a bit. So I went out and I bought the factory OEM magazine. That's a 12 rounder right there, which is why I got my ammo in that one. And then you got the Glock 19's 15 round magazine. You got the Glock either 17 or 47's 17 round magazine, and you got this behemoth 33 round stock OEM magazine for it as well. All of them will fit that gun, and I mean, both of these guns just offer a lot of convenience in terms of magazines. Now, one thing I will say is a little bit harder to get CANIK magazines over Glock magazines, and I want to go ahead and compare the height of these two guns here with the magazines installed for you guys, so you guys can kind of get an idea as to what gun sticks out further with which magazine. Alright, so we got the Glock up front and then the CANIK in the back. Neither of them have a magazine in, as you guys can see. It's kind of hard to see, sorry about the lighting, I'm gonna have to fix that, find a way to do that. But the Glock is a little bit shorter than the CANIK without a magazine in there. The frame's a little bit shorter, and we're gonna go ahead and start with the factory magazines that these come with. So we have CANIK's 12 rounder and we have Glock's 10. And as you guys can see, obviously the CANIK has a little bit more length because it holds 2 more rounds in that particular magazine over the Glock. Let's go ahead and bump up the Glock's magazine, and we will put, oh come on now, we will put in the 12 round magazine. Like I said, this has my ammo, but gun is clear, nothing in there, won't be racking the slide, just so you guys can see the height difference here. So now you got 12 versus 12. I'll put the CANIK up front because I believe the Glock sticks out just a little bit more, as you guys can see, just a little bit. But if you look on the back, it's, you know, that angle is kind of throwing it off. So shorter in the back. Actually, it's just the same on the back, it's just taller up on the front. So in my opinion, CANIK does take the cake on that 12 round magazine there. I think if you throw the pinky extension on this, it'll be just about the same as this taller part here. So they're about even there too. Let's go ahead and try out the 15 round magazine on the CANIK. Man, ever since I got that new one, these magazines are just flying out. So here's CANIK's 15 round mag, and we'll put this in the back because it's going to be taller. Alright, so as you guys can see, now you got 15 in CANIK, 12 in the Glock 26. It is quite a bit longer, quite a bit taller, whatever you want to say. So now we're going to go ahead and swap this out with Glock's 15 round magazine. And we'll put that in here. So we got 10, the 12, let's go with the 15. So we got 15 rounds. Alright, now this magazine, like I said, comes from the Glock 19 and it holds 15. And that's, man, that's pretty close right there. The Glock is a little bit shorter, which now I'm wondering if the Glock 19 is actually a little bit shorter than the MC9. 15 versus 15. That's crazy. That's kind of a surprise to me. Now, the nice thing, though, about Glock's compatibility and just overall aftermarket support and everything is that, oh, where did I put that other magazine now? Here it is. So they actually offer this magazine extension, which is a +5 from SLR Fireworks, or
I got a pretty dope sense of humor, bruh.
SLR Rifle Works, and it's a +5 magazine that you put on the 10-round magazine that it comes with, and it turns a 10-round mag into 15 rounds. Now this is not OEM, it is aftermarket, but it does drop quite a bit, a little bit more in height. It's not a lot, but it's a little bit more. So the only thing with the 15 rounder from Glock, the factory one, is you'd have to buy a little sleeve so it covers the rest of it. You could get one from like X-Grip or something like that, and it'll cover that up. But it just looks better, obviously, when you put something like this on there. I'll be making a review on this extension, on this mag extension, you know, at a different point. But I just want to show you guys the difference in magazine sizes so far. So let's go ahead and try the. We got that out the way. We got that one out the way. Let's try the 17-round mag from the Glock 47. And obviously, this is going to be a little bit taller here. So now you got 15 versus 17. That's pretty good. That's not bad in my opinion. Let's swap out the 15-rounder from CANIK. Man, that really shoots them out. And let's put the 18-rounder from my CANIK rival. So now you got 17 versus 18. Man, and these are just so close in comparison to just so many different things, you guys. Like, that's why I ended up choosing the Glock 26. That, and I mean, I had already a few different Glocks, but you know, so I know that the parts are cross compatible with each other, and that's nice. But man, I can't take nothing away from this MC9. It's just a beautiful, beautiful gun. Shoots amazing, feels so good. It just, everything is perfect, man. I just wish the reliability was there for me. That's the only reason I ended up going with this. But I don't regret it. I'm not knocking Glock on the 26. This is a great gun too. So there you have it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Go ahead, leave a like, a comment, subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and check out the rest of my content if you can. I'll be posting more videos, get more shots filming, you know, shooting these two, so and more. So just stay tuned, y'all. I really appreciate you guys watching. To the